Yes, sir.
You can hear me on yours?
Yes, I can. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Mic
we looking
check,
right there.
And we right there,
Gotcha.
man. Brand building boss, brunch with bosses. Gwinnett on X Malone, and I'm here with a show enough champion.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Wigley in the building, man.
You
What's
forgot
good,
the
sir?
J. You got to say Brandon J. Wigley, bro.
Snap.
Nah,
He's pristine now, King. Hey, Brandon J.
Yes, sir.
Wigley in
Yes,
the building.
sir.
Before we get into the interview, bro, go ahead and tell them where they need to follow you at. Real
Most
quick.
definitely. I'm on Instagram, most of any other platform. I do like Facebook better though. I ain't gonna lie, but it's at Brandon J Wigley. So Brandon J, the letter J, Wigley. Also, I'm trying to step my LinkedIn game up too, so you can find me on LinkedIn as well at Brandon J Wigley.
Dang, man. See, everybody is just everywhere. I be telling folks, bro, you can find me on Instagram. And you can find me on Cash App. You dig? I be telling you can find me on Cash App.
Me being in marketing and branding, it's like you want to be omnipresent. So
like the law.
You got to.
Like
you got to be, with all the platforms and things like that. You want to be everywhere.
Okay, so a lot of people, always wonder why I bring people through. I tell anybody that I bring through here, Brunch with Bosses is a certified hit. I wanted you to come through because, man, you in the game. You got the motivational speaking on lock. You do the marketing, and you are a connect people really need to have in a Rolodex, bro.
For sure.
Kind of break down what you do for the people.
Yeah, man. Man, it's been a journey. I always You can curse on here, bro? All right, so you remember one of the stand-ups, Cat Williams said you got to keep trying shit and trying shit and trying shit. Stop, try some shit. I think that's a journey of my life, right?
Man.
I went to school to be a teacher, actually. You know what I mean? I graduated. I'm from Florida. I graduated from the University of South Florida with an education degree. Man. I taught high school for a little bit and coached basketball. Sports has always been major to me. My dad played professionally. I wanted to take it to another level. I wasn't that good though, but I got a lot of homies and stuff like that.
Hey, God got another purpose for you.
Anyways, I've done everything from real estate to taxes to then I got real deep into sales, marketing, and branding. And I think I said all of that to say everything I've done in my life has prepared me for this journey I'm on now, and that I found my passion, and I'm in the sports agency space now. Man. So doing sports marketing and working with sports agents.
See, and that's crazy. And the biggest thing you just said to me is everything that you have done in your life has led up to be where you are right now.
Facts. Yep.
And a lot of people go through trials and tribulations in their life, and they're like, Lord, why you got me going through all of this? You know what I mean? Lord, why you got me? And the Lord be like, I got you going through this to make you a better person.
Yeah, you got a skill stack. I always tell people you got to stack your skills.
You got it.
You know what I mean? So you learn one thing. So first, you learn sales, B2C sales, business to customer. You learn that. Then after that, okay, now let me learn B2B sales. Then you learn that, okay, let me learn marketing. Cool, then let me learn Facebook, and you learn these things. It's skill stacking. And then you start going up the ladder. It's like, all right, so I learned how to be, quote unquote, an employee. Now let me learn how to be a manager. Now let me learn how to be a CEO. You know what I mean? And you just start skill stacking. So once your skills are good, it'll make you a better person. You don't want to skip steps. I always tell people that.
No, never skip steps. But skill stacking is something new to me, brother.
Yeah, you got a skill stack.
Man, that's amazing. All right, so what really put you in that push? You said your father was a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Okay. What did he play? Football, basketball?
Basketball. Okay. Yeah, my daddy a Florida legend. Shout out to Bernard Wigley, man. I got to holler. I'm from Florida.
What part of Florida?
I'm from Orlando.
Yeah. How was that being a kid watching Penny Hardaway?
Man, that was the best time growing up with Penny and Shaq. I was in elementary school during that time.
Man,
the city was crazy. Shaq either Penny real talk. Penny would have been like Kobe them, like if he never got hurt. You know what I mean? He would have been in that conversation. But no, that was a great time growing up in Orlando. I think when people think of Orlando, they always think of Disney World and the tourist stuff. But it's more to Orlando than just Disney World. I always tell people that.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think nobody else lived in Orlando. I thought it was just Mickey Mouse and the rest
Most
of them.
Most people think that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to come. I always tell people when they say Orlando, I'm like, man, I'll be your tour guide. Next time you
man.
come, I got to show you what's going on in the O.
All right, so
for real.
So tell me what pushed you. Like I was saying, your pops was an NBA player, and I know you just said you wanted to kind of like be the second coming up pop.
For sure.
But sometimes it's hard to following someone else's footsteps. And in the last interview we did, we talked about just finding your own purpose.
Yeah.
How was it on that travel to where you are now to find your own purpose?
Nah, that's a great question. I think growing up, like I said, my dad did play old school. Like, I don't know, a lot of people know the Jazz was in New Orleans at a time.
Oh,
so he played for the New Orleans Jazz, and I was born in New Orleans because of that. But long story short, like I said, man, just being able to try stuff in my life. I'm 36, so I graduated college. I haven't worked a job since I was 24. So I've been able to like try different things. Like I got into real estate first. I helped. There's this guy named Jay Morrison. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Big fans. No Jay.
I was vice president of his company for 5 years. He in a lot of little turmoil now, but I was vice president.
The black house. He got the black house.
Yeah,
he did some movements.
So I was able to help do that, raise that money, and I was vice president there. I learned a lot, though. I learned a lot of what to do and what not to do. So I learned a lot about real estate. I bought my first duplex. I was 25. So I lived in one unit, rented out the other side. Then I moved. I bought a townhouse, rented both sides. Then my mom had a 401k. I said, hey, Mom, take that 401k out. Let's go get this 8 unit that's in Florida. So I got into real estate. That kind of helped me. I think real estate helped me become a better person. And I say that because I was lazy as a kid, and I was unorganized, and I think real estate, you can't be sloppy. So it made me be on my shit, you know what I'm saying? So I before I even got property managers, I was the property manager.
Yeah.
So it made me really be like
on your
locked
shit.
in.
On your shit. You had to learn responsibility at a young age and learn how to manage
for sure
what you were doing.
For sure.
I just like it because you wasn't no spoiled ass rich kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Your dad played for the Utah Jazz.
He blew it, bro. Because then my dad, he played there. Then he went to Columbia. He played overseas and he got hooked on the dope. So I learned from my dad, like during that time, this is, Columbia is big, and he played. So he wasn't like no NBA star. He played there. At one point in time, he was, Florida all-time leading scorer and stuff. Long time ago.
Legend.
Yeah, my dad a legend in Florida to a certain extent. But then he went to South America, and he got hooked on that shit, came back here, and then he went through his battles. So I learned a lot from that. So for the longest, bro, I wouldn't drink, I wouldn't smoke, none of that. I was like, man, I ain't doing that. My daddy was, a baser. So
I mean, but it seemed to a lot of people out here watching, you can do whatever it is you want to do, but you most definitely have to pay attention to the things that you do in front of your children because they are watching you.
Nah, for sure. So all that just helped me on my journey, man. Like I said, real estate, starting in there, working with Jay. And then I got real deep into marketing and branding. I got into this is when Facebook ads first came.
Mm-hmm. So you knew the algorithm. You were checking the algorithm.
Man, Facebook ads changed my life. To be able to
now break that down. How did Facebook ads change your life?
Because you can have a product. Remember the old school, they say it's guerrilla marketing. You handing out flyers.
Big flyers.
You know what I'm saying? You doing big flyers, but you can only reach
so many
1,000 people.
Yeah.
Facebook marketing. Me and my homeboy, we had an online store and we sold pet socks. It was called Pet Partway. No, real shit. It was called Pet Partway.
Real hustler.
And we sold socks to individuals that had pets. So you could put your golden retriever on the socks. You can do whatever it was. We ran up 100 bands doing that. Selling socks. Because I was able to target people on Facebook. So I could target middle-aged white women that make $70,000 that got golden retrievers that live in Gwinnett County and 30092 zip code. So that's what I'm saying, Facebook. That's what go back to skill stacking. I got skill. I learned skills.
So where did you learn that skill from? Who was the first one that plunged and was like, bro, let me show you about these Facebook ads? Or was this something
YouTube
that you did?
University.
Yes.
And then I bought a course. Another one, invest in yourself. I got Billie Jean as marketing. You familiar with Billie Jean?
I am.
Bought his
but
course.
I didn't buy the course. But hey, it seems like you buying the course really.
I buy every course it is. I buy every course because I know me, I'm a hustler.
Facts.
And I know if I spend $5,000 on something, I'm gonna make it back. So I don't never think, oh, this dude want $5,000 for a course. No, I'm gonna pay that because I know if I learn it, I'm gonna get it back.
Bet on yourself.
Yeah. So I always say pay for a course if you feel like if it's something you want to learn.
Yeah.
YouTube University, cool.
But it's a cap out. It's a cap out.
Yeah,
It's a cap out for the unpaid. It's a cap
Feel
out for
me?
the
So
unpaid.
I always say buy these courses. I learned real estate. That's how I met Jay. I bought his real estate course. I ain't know nothing about real estate at this time. I had a tax office. I bought into a tax franchise. That's my first entrepreneurship journey. I bought into a tax franchise. I was sitting in my office. I'll never forget it. And I seen Jay talking about, I seen a black man with a Burberry outfit on talking about real estate. I'm like, damn, what's real? I ain't know nothing about it. And he had a course. It was like $2,000. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get it. And I bought it. I started wholesaling. So I started wholesaling. I made $18,000 in wholesaling in like 50 some days. I'm like, oh, this what it is. And then I did that. Then I started off as being a student. I worked with him for free for a year. And then after the year, he said, hey, you come, let's really run it up.
All right, so real quick, don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
How important was it for you to work that time for free?
It's super important. People got a lot of ego and pride, right? And then at this time, I'm 24, 25, and people got pride and ego. I ain't working for free. I'm like, man, this man got what I ain't got. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm trying to learn.
And I'm trying to learn. I went from working for free to now I'm vice president. We made Inc. 500, fastest growing company, 2 years in a row.
Man,
I could talk my shit on that because a lot of people can't say that.
so it was well worth the time not getting paid.
Yeah, I ain't have to get paid because I knew I was skill stacking. I knew how to make my own money through Facebook marketing.
Man, so anybody out here watching, yo, skill stack. This my dog Brandon J. Wigley in the building. Go ahead and tell him one more time where to follow you at.
Same that at Brandon J. Wigley on Instagram. So.
Man, it's a pleasure having you out.
And LinkedIn.
And LinkedIn, most
I'm
definitely
trying to step
LinkedIn.
my LinkedIn game up, man. I got to be more professional with it.
What is LinkedIn? Now break that down to me since
I say
here.
LinkedIn just a professional Facebook. You know what I mean? It's like this is where. So now with the sports agency I'm with, right? So I'm doing marketing, branding with the Next Sports Agency. Mm-hmm. Follow us as well at Next Sports Agency. Right now we got Bones Highland. He in the playoffs today, 8:30 versus the Denver Nuggets. Let me shout that out.
Facts.
He's second team all rookie right now. All rookie team. He killing it. We got a dope class that's coming in now. So me skill stacking allowed me to be able to and building my resume to be with a top 20 sports agency. So now I do the endorsement deals, the brand deals. I recruit the players, things like that. So follow Next Sports Agency. So, and I love it, man. It's my passion. I love it because it was times, man. You know when they say money don't make you happy?
Yeah, big facts.
It do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. But at the same time, I ain't feel like I used to sit in the house crying, no lie. And not even on no bragging stuff. Like, I was making good money, but I used to sit in the house crying like, God, it showed me my passion. Like, I'm good at what I do and I like it. I feel like it's my purpose to a certain extent with the stuff I was doing. But I wasn't passionate about it. And then he brought to me, I think I wasn't ready to, I don't want to make this a religious podcast, but I wasn't ready to be in the sports field yet until I controlled like myself. I had a demon of lust.
And we all do as black men. And
I would say like women,
men, all of us.
Bro, women, like that shit controlled me for a long time.
Yeah,
I was blowing through money till my accountant said, what the hell is you doing one time? I was like, damn, I'm going on 4-5 dates in a week. And you know, the motherfucker $200-$300 a pop.
Baby girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Baby girl.
And I'm like, I'm tripping. I had a chick in Oakland. I'm following, them flights, $500. So I'm flying her here. She come here. Now we got, I like to be transparent. Y'all can judge me if you want to. I like to be real. Like, I'm finna be for real.
BJ on here telling for real.
Bro, I'm telling the truth.
I love it. I love it.
That's
why I'm saying.
Hear that shit.
They do, King.
I was going through money on women.
Amen.
And I wasn't ready for it. So God, now that I'm ready, like that shit don't move me no more. So now it's like, all right, God say you ready, you sitting down. I'm more disciplined. So now it's like,
You can't skip no steps.
You can't skip no steps. You gotta be ready. As my OG say, spiritually, mentally, financially, and physically. You got to be fit in all those areas. So
if you sitting up here and you watching and you lacking in something you doing or things may not be working out, you need to check yourself in all those areas. Break them down to them one more time. Spiritually, mentally, physically,
and financially. Yeah.
Man.
One of my OGs always say, in order to get your money right, you got to get your mind right. So if your mind like not right and you lack discipline, like you ain't gonna win, bro. Like you can make money and still get by, but if you off in another area, that shit gonna fold, bro. That's you gonna always fold.
So which one's more important, paper or purpose?
Like I said, you got to get this paper. I ain't them people that say you don't get money. Like,
get money.
Like for real. But both of them, I don't even want to say one important. You got to do both of them. You have to, because you ever read the book, The Way of the Superior Man?
No, I have not.
You got to get that book. You read that, bro?
Shout out to my
You got to
man,
get that book.
building.
I ain't even gonna tell you about it yet. Then
Don't
get
tell
that
me.
book, bro.
Don't tell me.
Every man got to read. I heard it from Nip. Shout out to Nip. I heard Nip saying I got a book. I'm a nerd though. I always tell people I'm the coolest nerd on the planet.
And I'm just getting into.
I like to read, bro. I like to read. I ain't nothing. I take courses. I'm about to read. I went to college. I'm always be myself. But by me being myself, a lot of people relate to me. I can go in any hood and be straight, because people be like, oh, bro, ain't capping. He ain't acting like he's. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? So I think and I always try to tell people, read that book. As a man, you gotta read that book.
I gotta tap into it. 48 Laws of Power changed my life.
Yeah.
Jim Rohn, Rich Dad Poor Dad changed my life.
Yeah, that's No, that's Robert Kiyosaki.
Robert Kiyosaki, my fault.
Jim Rohn the GOAT at motivational speaking to me though.
Yeah, he changed my life. Listen to some of his stuff.
Yeah, like ain't nobody like him.
And it was something. The secret really.
That's hard.
The Secret.
You watched the documentary? You got to watch that.
I did. I watched a little bit of it, but The Secret, just reading the audio book, because I'm not reading the whole thing. So the audio book's like really.
Well, I challenge you to read the whole book. I challenge you to read The Way of the Superior Man. I'm gonna give you 60 days.
60 days.
I challenge that. That's my challenge for me to you. I know this your podcast, but I'm gonna challenge you.
And man, this is all of our podcasts. This is the Black $1 Billion Network. This is where we building. So you challenging me. I'm challenging all of y'all too. You watching this episode, Brandon J. Wigley in the building. We here at Soundbar. I appreciate him letting the doors open for us to do this. It's the ways of a superior man.
Gotta get it.
30 days. I'm gonna tap back.
30 days.
Give him to him one more time. Tell him where to follow you at, bro.
Brandon J. Wigley on all platforms,
especially LinkedIn.
I gotta step my LinkedIn up. I'm trying to take it to another. No, we don't use the word try. Taking it to another level.
Yes, and shout out to my man Rio Daily, RBY Prince. Man, he always say that to me when I be like, man, we trying, and he be like, King.
Cause I told him that. Yeah, I told you that, Rio. Don't be trying to say, yeah. See, that's a fine. Me and my crew, if you use the word try, it's a $5 cash out fine.
Wowzers.
If you say try, $5. That's a cash out fine. You can't use the word try. What else? That's the main one. We don't try.
What
Yoda say, you do or you don't, or something like that.
You do or you
something
don't.
Something like I'm messing it up.
He paraphrasing, y'all.
Yeah. You learn a lot from Yoda.
Hey, I learned a lot from all of y'all, bro. I appreciate you stopping by, B. It's been a pleasure having you here. I hope you've enjoyed this experience.
I appreciate the invite, bro. I want to give you your flowers because I met you through Rio, and I don't really know you, bro. Wow. So for you to invite me, you know what I mean? I met you that one time.
You actually met me through Courtney.
Courtney who?
Ellis.
Yeah, Courtney. Yeah.
That's who you met me through. And before we get out, the Black $1 Billion Network 2021 Expo is the first time we met.
That was through Courtney?
Yes, because
that was not Rio. I'm sorry.
I had Courtney.
Courtney, my guy.
Yes,
you gotta have Courtney on here. His story crazy.
I've been hitting Courtney
for him to do 20 years in prison and come out and do what he doing now. Like that's Courtney is my guy. I always love Courtney because when he went to prison, at 17?
17, bro.
And then came out and now he killing it like that. And he just like Peace.
Y'all niggas ain't got no excuse.
No, Courtney different.
No excuse,
Courtney
bro.
different. Like I love it. Don't work out with Courtney because he be on you that prison workout shit. And I'll be like, bro, I ain't built for that kind of shit.
I'm not lifting bricks, Courtney. I'm not lifting bricks,
but
bro.
I said all that to say I want to give you your flowers because, like I say, I don't really even know you to a certain extent, but you always show me love. You always reach out to me.
Amen.
And I know a lot of times as black men, we got pride and ego. And I know it's another book, Ego is the Enemy. And I'm intentional about killing ego and pride. I want to give everybody they love and they flowers. And so I appreciate you, bro, for even for reaching out for that.
Man, real kings do real things. I appreciate you setting up and coming to talk with me. Brunch with Bosses, Soundbar, tap in, Brandon J. Wigley. Gwinnett Song X Malone. I'll catch y'all in the next one.